Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, P Funk, rocking Muhammad and Malcolm out here in the lab where I do what I do for you. Good lesson for you today. Let's go. Right, there's 25 rules to live by. Storytelling, story with a message, message and a story. These are life lessons. I'm giving them. You tune in to receiving them. I appreciate you. Let's do it. Right thinkers' mission is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking is way of life through mental and spiritual discipline. Practice daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment. That's my mission to get you to do just that. And what's that? Know thyself. Right thinkers, that's my mission. Yours is to learn it, live it, and then you can pass it on. That's what we do with the truth. Truth don't sit stagnant. Truth just rolls along. Those who find it, get it, use it, and pass it on. That's what I'm doing. Know thyself. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple. Teach them. That's what I do. What I do for you. Stay tuned. I got you. A person who knows not and believe that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows but knows not that they know is asleep. I can awaken them spiritually. I'm the spiritual alarm clock. I wake you up with knowledge of self, aka spiritual truth. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself. And to Maya, be true. You got to keep the balance in your life. Speaking of balance, I always do. Today, right thinkers, let's talk about pure imagination, aka right thinking, or we know it as the dream state. Okay, there's two things. We have a brain. We have our brain. Let's go. That has two functions. One is to remember experiences. The other is to imagine and aka dream it forward, so to speak. Your memory works on things that have already happened. You reflect on it, you remember it, you log it in and it's there. You're only good is your memory when you are the computer. Your brain, the computer works just like our brain. You can compartmentalize whatever you want, put it there, store it. When you know how to hit the key to open that storage spot in your brain, that's how you work your brain. Mine's work just like that. I can think of something, bam, it comes up. Some people need a machine to help them do that. I don't subscribe to that. I still think, okay? Your imagination, watch this, is your dream state, or who you want to be, or a thing that you want. Right thinking is positive, pure dream, pure imagination. Good thought, good thoughts, good dreams. When you are in a bad state of mind, when you live into that memory, when your brain functions on the memory, when you go to sleep, all you're going to do is rehash bad stuff, rehash stuff that wasn't good. That's you in control of that. You can learn to control your dreams also. That's another thing. Okay, but lucid dreaming did that too. All right, but watch this. Your imagination, along with your intuition, work together will help you reach what? Spiritual enlightenment. If you can imagine it, if you can conceive it, you can achieve it. That's the concept. Why? Because it's all mental. Right thinking philosophy teaches you how to what? Achieve your wildest dreams. When you're thinking it and you come back and reflect on what you thought in the dream in your imagination, it could be the most ridiculous or wild thing. But if you can think it, you can achieve it. That's the concept. And when man was naming everything, that's the concept. You manifest whatever you want. You call it whatever you want. You make it happen for yourself. That's being in control mentally. Okay. Next one is, yeah, we all have our imagination. We have determined imagination. That's those who are in search of what? The truth. Some people just go through life letting somebody tell them, just believing what they're told, and that's good enough for them. But if you got determined imagination, watch this. Your determined imagination is the driving force that leads you to know what? The truth, the ultimate That's what I did 30 years ago. So I know that determined imagination means you want to know. Yeah, I was a master mason, 32 degrees, all that good stuff. It just wasn't doing it for me. It just wasn't getting me there. It really wasn't tickling my fancy, so to speak. Satisfying that desire, that determined imagination. Okay, so I went further with a search. That's my determined imagination. My determination, watch this, it what drives me to share my right thinking philosophy with others at this point. I'm determined to get what I know to other people so they can know it and they can have the same experience. I'm not bothered by other people finding God. That don't bother me at all. That's my goal. Why? I did it, and I want everybody to share that experience. The best way I can do that is to teach it. That's why I do what I do for you. I want you to share in that experience, knowing God for yourself. That's my goal. I always had a determined imagination. I just used it for the wrong reason. Again, when I was 16, 17 years old, I wanted to be a drug dealer. I wanted to be a hustler, a pimp, a street runner. That's what my mentality was. That was my imagination at that time. And I fulfilled it. Even though it's wrong, yeah. So if you can fulfill the wrong, you sure should be able to get it right. That's what I'm doing now. I got it right this time. Let's go. Where we at? I always had determined imagination. Okay, I'm using the wrong one. Imagination is belief put into action. You can believe and have faith with you, but if you ain't doing nothing, if you can believe it, imagine it, you can achieve it, thinking it. Trust me, that's the name of the mental game. A lot of us aren't mentally strong. That's what we need to teach our young people, how to become mentally tough, okay? Stop being so emotional, okay? Uncontrolled imagination, speaking of emotion, is wrong thinking. If your imagination is unguided, it will lead you, again, the ego will lead you astray of the spiritual knowledge. So you will not be concerned with nothing that's positive, good. Why? You really ain't caring. You got no control. And your ego saying, let's do this. Bad move. Know the difference, watch this, in imagination and dreams. If you're not careful, you'll get caught up living in the dream world where you can't separate reality from your dreams. That's called psychological problems. You're psychotic. You can't balance the brain out. You done lost reality. Delusions of grandeur, all that stuff like that. When you can't focus in on the now and live in the present, everything you talk about or think about is either in the future or in the past. It's not living in the present. You're not living in reality. The present is real. When you don't have the imagination under control, watch this, your ego, which is your ego, it will cause you fetters on top of fetters. Wrong thinking, egoistic people constantly do what? The wrong thing. Over and over again. Okay? That's called recycling. Your conscience is just doing habit forming. It's not imagining, it's just run off the memory. Just run off bad stuff. Every now and then you might get a good memory, make you feel good, but most of the memory is of negative, bad things because you're not living right, so you're going to have fetters. That's where they come from. And you're the cause of that. Where we at? Most people, watch this, let their imagination do what? Run away with them because of ignorance. When you don't know something, you can't perform it. I know people who do things, don't have a clue about what they're doing, but they do it. Don't know why they're doing it, but they do it. That's ignorant. If you got full aware and understanding what it is, certain things I'm not going to do. Why? I know I'm not doing that. I ain't with that. That ain't my thing. Cheating, sneaking around, creeping, I'm not doing that. That's a choice. If you choose to do that, fine. But you also choose not to do it. Don't do it and then ask for apology. Well, I'm not perfect. All that nonsense. Sorry about that. Get back. Well, that down here. Desires. Imagination, a.k.a. desired imagination. That's when your imagination, you become an aspirant. You're aspiring to do something. So you have desired imagination, a.k.a. you're a goal seeker. like myself, wanting to be your best self. You're going to put your best foot forward. It's something you want out of life. That's what pushes you. That's what motivates you. Your desire and your imagination to want something. When your desired imagination, you're a right thinker, why you desire to be your best self. That's one of the best things in the world. What else could you want in this world other than to be your best? If your desired imagination is only for what fleshly desires, you will live on your lower nature. Again, below your waist. Ain't nothing down there, okay, but pleasure. Physical pleasure. And that's what you want, then that's what you're going to, male and female, all the same thing. We're human beings. We're here for reproduction purposes. We took that purpose and really, really went way wrong with that. That's another lesson, but I ain't going in. We get back to the desire, okay, imagination. Where we at? Now, if your desire, watch this, to know God, a.k.a. your higher self, for yourself, a.k.a. knowing thyself, come on, that's my job. I can help you with that. Pretty proficient at doing just that too. Now, my desired imagination is to enlighten as many unenlightened people as I can doing what I do. I'm not going out in the banner and I'm going to be right here on my platform. You tune into Peaceful and Thinking Right. You know what you're getting. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's what I do for you. Last one, I'm about to wrap it up again. Now we got one, watch this. Concentrated imagination. Excuse me. It means to focus on your goal and go for it. Own it. They said when you praying for something, pray like you already got it. That's what this is about. Concentrated imagination. You focus and you laser focus and you're going to go get whatever it is you're after. My goal is to get up every day, give you some instruction, life lesson, aka right thinking philosophy, to help your day. Okay, let's go. My concentrated imagination is on what? Practicing and teaching right thinking philosophy daily. This is what I do for you. And I like doing it for you. Let's go. Why? I use my concentrated imagination to do what? Keep me what? Focused. AKA my eye on the prize. I want to be the best me I can be. And by doing what I need to do for me daily, that will make that happen for me. You can put the same effort into what you want to do for you. That's why I teach you the concept. You use it any way you see fit. I'm concentrated on being my best self at teaching my right thinking philosophy to guess who? My church family. Yeah, your boy going to church. Right thinking, then got into the big house, so to speak. But I'm going there with nothing but respect and intent to just what? Enlighten. That's my mission. Okay? My concentrated imagination to build right thinking philosophy is being played out every day. And guess what? It's being done my way. Yeah, call me Frank Sinatra. I'm doing it my way too. Where we at? Okay, last one. I appreciate you tuning. I got to get this thing over. It's getting a little late for me. I'm late, setting early today. Another story. We ain't going over that. But wrapping up, let's go. Like dreams, when you fulfill your concentrated imagination, it's so rewarding to know what? That you've done something for yourself. I like doing favors and helping other people, but ain't nothing more rewarding than doing it for yourself. That's why I do what I do. Hopefully you can do it too. Know to yourself. I do. I help you with it. I'll be back. You know what I do.